everyone, Dr. Jen Paymer with Mid-Ohio Functional Wellness. You ever wonder why certain foods leave you feeling tired or moody and even quickly hungry again? You know, those foods generally have something to do with being processed or refined. At the turn of the century is when we found necessity for those types of foods. World War I was around 1914, I believe, and we had to find a way to develop foods that could be mass produced, but on a cheaper scale and with less nutrient availability. And so that was really how refinement came about. Generally, when we're talking about refined, it's a carbohydrate type product where the full grain has been, the full nutrient of the grain has been removed and replaced with some version of it. The problem with refined or processed foods is they're often very calorically dense, but they're nutrient poor. And so the innate intelligence of our body recognizes this when we eat, a grain or pasta or bagel or something along those lines. It recognizes that we're not getting the nutrients that we need because your body breaks down carbohydrates into sugars and molecules, and it breaks down fats into fatty acids, and it breaks down proteins into amino acids in order to make new tissues for your body. And if it's not getting everything it needs, it's going to flip on that hunger switch and say, hey, you need to eat again because we didn't get everything the first go round. And so often you will find yourself eating more and more and more. And that's how, unfortunately, we have a large population of SAD Americans walking around. SAD meaning the standard American diet, which is very highly calorically dense and nutrient poor. And so a lot of those replacements of those nutrients is actually, and sadly, in the form of toxins and poisons. And so your body says, geesh, well, I don't know, I can't do anything with this. I need to store it away. And so it will store it in fat cells. So all of our toxins get stored usually around the waist or in the derriere or, little flab under here. But it's not just fat cells, it's also toxins. And that's why a lot of patients, as they're beginning to go through the detox program, maybe they feel a little sluggish or just really or almost even some will feel flu-like symptoms for a few days because they're literally opening up those fat cells and helping their body get rid of the poisons that are in there, which is actually a very vital process to helping your body to heal and recover. So one of the biggest things that I can tell people, and the easiest things that I can tell people when they're looking to clean up their diet is just to avoid refined foods as much as possible, which, is not the easiest thing these days because they're in almost everything that we eat. But, there's the rule of the further it is away from its original state, you want to avoid it as much as possible. The closer it is to looking like an apple or a carrot or something that came out of the ground, then that's going to be what you want to be fueling your body with, those raw natural nutrients and enzymes. So Dr. Jen Paymer, Mid-Ohio Functional Wellness, if I can help, I'm here for you. Let me know.